This is so indescribably important. Is President Trump, or is he not, owned by Israel? There is a way to settle this once and for all by looking at his actions. When we look at what Trump and the White Hats are behind him have been doing for the past years, then we see that they have been systematically deconstructing every single apparatus, operation, plan, structure, network and power of the Zionist cabal. First of all, they had an agenda for 10 years of pandemics. At the end of 10 years, there would be a great reset that would plunge the whole world in total perpetual tyranny. Trump abolished that. He stopped their pandemic after 8 months. He crushed their plan. Then they came up with climate change as the next scam to have the excuse to suffocate humanity with tyranny. Trump has completely abolished that agenda. Climate change is no longer a thing. They have been trying to use AI to impose, again, suffocating tyranny on the human race. Trump is turning it around and he's using AI now to help humanity rise to new levels of creativity and power. They were ruling the world with a vast financial system to enslave humanity. Trump is abolishing that. And he is creating a new financial system based on crypto that will bring the wealth back to the people. One of the ways that the Zionist cabal was funding their evil operations worldwide was through US aid. They were using the tax money of the American people and they were distributing that, and I'm talking trillions of dollars, to fund all their evil operations worldwide. Trump completely cancelled that. They positioned their evil puppets at the highest seats of power through election fraud. Trump has exposed it and is taking dramatic steps to end election tampering so that the just candidates can be elected by the people. These things are so powerful, so wild, they are so fundamental. They were controlling all of mankind through the news media, which was so corrupt, and they used that to completely control the behavior, the actions, the beliefs of the entire world. Trump has exposed it once and for all. Trump coined the term fake news and he spread it worldwide, and all of a sudden a vast amount of humanity now knows they cannot trust the news media because they lie to them. By doing that, Trump just crushed their most important tool. They also infiltrated education and they set up the Department of Education in America to teach lies to the children and the students, to prepare them to become the servants of a one world government, of wokeism, communism, and so on. Trump abolished the Department of Education and he is now offering free high-level academic education to American students where they can be educated properly again with a free mind to become individual thinkers, creative developers who will make America great again. One of the main agendas of the cabal, of the Jews, was to destroy America. Once they have bled it dry, once they've sucked all the blood from America, their plan was to wipe out America because they had to do that in favor of their one world government. They were preparing to launch a nuclear attack on America from Israel, but it would be done by Iran. Israel would control it, but they would blame Iran and North Korea. Trump ended that agenda. Obama was installed to destroy the American military from within. He replaced the material with the weakest possible material that breaks at impact. He positioned traitors and criminals at the highest positions in the army. They flooded the military with transgenders. They did everything. I mean, they also massively defunded the military. I personally received an email from the assistant to the Secretary of the Navy. This is one of the highest authorities in the whole US Defense Force. This assistant to the Secretary of the Navy wrote me personally that the military of America had been so devastated. He said, if there was war, we are in big trouble. That's what Obama did. Trump rebuilt the military so that America can defend itself again and can stand back up with power. Trump also now ended all the vaccine mandates. He has installed RFK Jr. to end the poisoning of the American people through food, through big pharma, through agriculture. They have attracted Joel Salatin, a leader in organic natural farming, to restore agriculture, to make food healthy again. I mean, and they just started. Listen, people, Trump is literally ending every single work of evil in America. They flooded America with millions of illegal immigrants for the same purpose, to destroy America from within. This is a key strategy of the Zionists. Flood every nation in the world with immigrants so that the identity of the nation crumbles, and, you know, they will all blend into one world state without individual nation identities. Trump is ending that, and now he's telling Europe to do the same. He's saying, protect your countries, send all these immigrants back. Trump has also stood up against the elites. They want to completely eradicate the workforce and replace everything and everyone with robots and with AI. Trump has repeatedly stated at the World Economic Forum, at the United Nations, that the workforce is the most important part, most valuable in a nation. And he just shattered the idea that the elites are important. The elites are not important. They are the parasites. They don't do anything useful. It's the workers. They build the nation. They create the prosperity, and Trump has defended that very powerfully. Israel was sexually blackmailing, I mean, countless, I'm talking thousands of high-level people in finance, in business, in every industry, you know, in politics, in media, through Jeffrey Epstein. All these people, these politicians and celebrities and business leaders, were invited to have sex with underage girls or boys, but it was secretly recorded on film and then used to blackmail them. Trump is the one who has told this to the world. I mean, through Q, he has spoken about it almost 70 times. That's amazing. And Trump is the one who arrested Epstein, and he literally stopped this whole Israeli blackmailing system. It's also Trump who had Diddy arrested and ended another sexually blackmailing operation in Hollywood. And then he appointed Mel Gibson and Sylvester Stallone to be his eyes in Hollywood, he said, to make sure that Hollywood would no longer be a hub of pedophilia, Satanism, and horror. I mean, this is wild. Why is this so wild? Because Hollywood was entirely built by the Jews for the purpose of spreading evil around the world. Trump is putting an end to that. Trump is also stopping the transgender insanity, which is also driven by the same Zionist entities who want to destroy humanity. They are the ones behind the LGBTQ and the whole transgender movement, and Trump is defunding it, and he's putting an end to it. Trump has ended the era of censorship. We all saw during the pandemic that the voice of doctors and scientists and everybody worldwide was shut down. This was done by the Zionists. The pandemics are their operations. Trump stopped all the censorship, and he defended free speech. He made sure that truth can once again roam free. Since Trump came into office, YouTube has now reinstalled the tens of thousands of accounts that they had banned. Facebook has done the same. The fact checkers on Facebook are mostly gone. I now have millions of views of my videos on Facebook, while before Trump I was being banned tremendously. the Zionists, they flooded the big cities with crime. You know, none of this is organic. They flooded the cities with criminals. They defunded the police, all as a part of destroying America so that their one world government would be able to rise. You know, with a powerful America, they can do that. So they have done everything to destroy America. Trump is now ending the epidemic of crime. He's empowering law enforcement again. He's ending the works of the Zionists. And there's so much more. Guys, I'm going to put a link here where you can see so much more. One of the major things is that he is going to end taxes. Taxes was never to build America or the nation. Taxes were always to fund the Zionists, to fund Israel. The number one flow of money that came to Israel was always through American tax money. Trump is ending the taxes and he's replacing them with tariffs. I mean, you know, there's so much more I can say, guys. Go to the link that I'm showing here and at the end of the video, because this establishes once and for all that Trump is not on the side of Israel. He is literally destroying their entire empire, all their plans, all their structures, everything. But he's doing it in a very smart way, because he can't come out and say, I'm against Israel, because there has been a mind control operation in America for the past 2 centuries to establish full and unquestioning support for Israel, both from the whole conservative base and from the whole government. So Trump cannot say anything negative about Israel, but what he's doing is abolishing all their operations. So guys, I hope that this gives you some hope. We are literally witnessing the takedown of the era of evil that has been perverting, corrupting, destroying, suffocating, enslaving all of America and the human race. Because what Trump and the White Hats are doing is an international operation in collaboration with Vladimir Putin and many other people that you would not believe. They are preventing the satanic takeover of humanity, and they are initiating deliverance that this world has never seen before. I'm writing a book in which I explain what this really is, and how this fits into Bible prophecy and all that. I abolish the myths and the false ideas that have been spread in the church by the Jews to make us completely powerless. And I'm revealing how what Trump is doing is exactly what the scriptures say, that the good people, the sons of God, are rising up and they are casting out the evil. They will completely restore creation, and we will see a breakthrough of healing, deliverance in humanity like we have never seen before. And it's hard for our minds to grasp it, because we are born and raised in a world ruled by evil, so we can't even fathom a world where evil no longer rules, and yet that is what we're headed for. If you want to hear more about this, then follow me here.